Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all.
You have to work through it because you don't get it ever, really. Even now, it's difficult.
All right, guys. I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys a minute. Let's talk a minute. I know we've all lost someone to addiction, and that's a hard subject to approach. I recently lost someone to addiction that I knew, and it was a very sweet soul. But you know, guys, it's a hard world we live in, and people self-medicate, and unfortunately, when they self-medicate, sometimes they medicate too much. So, you know, that's what I'm talking about. So, basically, when people self-medicate with illegal, you know, drugs, let's just be honest, and then, you know, you try to reach them, you try to talk to them, you try to be there, you try to love them. But in all honesty, guys, all we can do is love them and pray that they wake up one day. Because, you know, it just pushes them further away from us. When we yell at them, we have to be understanding at this situation that they're in, and this demon that they're fighting, the demon of addiction, which is, you know, unfortunately, the world is so depressed and so anxious about everything now. I mean, the world is not the world that we once knew. So, you know, a lot of people, you know, hey, I'll smoke weed, I'll do this, I'll do that, make the world go away, but you wake up and it's still there. You know, so, you know, my heart goes out to the families who've lost children to the demon of addiction, which is ever present in our world now. Fentanyl being number one. Marijuana does not smell like marijuana anymore. I don't know what they're smoking, but it's not marijuana. I remember smelling. I didn't smoke it. Well, I would be lying if I said I never smoked weed, y'all. I would be lying, okay? So I'll tell you, I smoked it. Smoked it 3 or 4 times in my life. Okay? I wasn't real impressed with it. But it does not smell the same. People come in my line all the time and they smell this awful smell. And it don't smell, I don't know what they're smoking, but it's not weed. I don't know. It can't be good for them. It smells so bad. I count my money at night and it smells so bad. It just goes through everything, guys. So, you know, it's just a sad thing that we're dealing with. We're losing all of our youth to drug addiction, to overdose. It's so sad. And, you know, nobody knows what they're putting in this CBD stuff. We don't know. But it don't smell good. It definitely doesn't. I mean, I don't know how they can smoke it. It's everywhere. Everywhere I go, I smell weed. Everywhere, you know, it's so obvious what they're smoking. But it's not the smell that we remember. It's just it's just a nasty. It smells like they had that weed in their bag, gym bag from 1980 or something like that, or the 70s. You know, it's nasty. And all this stuff, you know, vaping, what a dangerous thing that is. That's higher in THC than regular cigarettes. And kids are addicted to it. And they make flavors that they're going to like. Of course they do. You know, it's worse for it's worse for the youth to do that than it is to smoke cigarettes, which they shouldn't do either. I never smoked cigarettes. I tried it once and I choked. And I was so glad. But yeah, so The world we live in now, guys, we really need to pray. We really need to pray for our youth. They are so misguided and so lost. It is just a sad thing. You know, I see on a daily basis. Young girl came in today. She had a pair of shorts. Up under the shorts, she had some pajamas hidden. And you should have seen the look on her face. Like, I can't believe you did that. Yes, I did do that. I kept you from going to jail. I kept you from getting in trouble. You know, I don't know what parents are teaching these children today, but it's not what I learned. It's not to steal, not to lie, not to cheat, not to commit adultery, which obviously my husband didn't learn that because he's still committing adultery. You know? But, you know, it's just we need to teach our children, guys. We need to be a part of their life. We need to be their parent and not their friend. We need to be their friend as well. We need to be there for them to talk to us about things in their life that are concerning them. But mostly we need to be a parent. My parents did the hard job of being a parent. They didn't care if they were my friend. They wanted to know where I was going, who I was with, and when I would be back. And if they took me somewhere, I sure better be where they dropped me off. I made that mistake one time. Worried my daddy to death. I can't believe I did that. But we all make mistakes in our youth, don't we? But anyway, guys, you know, just keep praying for our youth. Pray for our teenagers. They're caught up in this whole everybody smoke weed thing. We just have to pray for them to come out of that demon of addiction. And it is a demon. It is. It's a possession. You know, it is. It's terrible what it does to them, what it does to the families when they lose their children. My friend, Anthony, was found by his father. His father found him. And he had overdosed. And he was a sweet soul. One of the sweetest people I've met in a long time. And I won't never forget him. But we have got to stand up for our youth. And we have got this whole marijuana thing. It needs to stop now. It needs to stop. You don't need to legalize something that's going to make you be out of your mind. You can't run a register. You can't drive a truck. You can't function when you are drug affected. If I smoked weed when I was working, I would be fired because I wouldn't know what I was counting. It messes with your brain cells. You know? It messes with your brain cells. You know, we got to get back to good old-fashioned values. We got to get back to mom and pop and apple pie and families getting together, and we got to get back to what we knew. This world is such a crap show. Everything you watch is infiltrated with some immorality, some kind of message, some kind of agenda. It wasn't like that when we were growing up. It was happy music, happy art, happy times. There weren't agendas. There was just life, and it was happy in the 80s, in the 70s and the 80s. Now the 60s was filled with agenda. That was for sure. That was definitely filled with a lot of agendas. I just wanted to get on here and impress upon y'all the importance in praying for our youth. They all need our prayers, guys, to come out of this addiction. You know, I used to take pain pills, and they made the pain go away. They did. But then you get the withdrawals, which I never had. And I started taking medication, And my doctor took me off of my medication because he refused my insurance, and I was lost. And I went through horrible detox with no doctor, just with me. And going through withdrawals is the worst thing you've ever gone through. It's awful. It's terrible. You can do it, but you should do it under a doctor's supervision. But we need to take care of our youth, guys. We need to pray for our youngsters. It's an evil world we have now. Good is evil and evil is good. The Bible says so. And we can see by the way things are, wars and rumor of wars, pestilence and famine, that we are indeed in the end of days. Now, if you don't know Jesus, I'm going to give you the gospel. Okay? You have to believe you are a sinner. Confess it. We're all dirty and filthy without Jesus' precious blood to wash us clean. Okay? You have to believe that he died on the cross, suffered greatly for our sin debt. You have to believe he was buried, rose on the third day, conquered death, hell, and the grave, and you are saved. Once saved, always saved. You can never lose your salvation. You just say, hey, can you forgive me? Can I start again? And he'll let you, because he's your father and he loves you. Anyway, guys, I haven't been on here in a minute, and I just wanted to get on here and love on y'all. I love you all. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I hope you all have a wonderful day and a blessed evening. Well, it is an evening, isn't it? I don't know day from night. I work so much. I never know what day it is, what time it is. I thought it was Saturday yesterday. But anyway, I love you all. God bless and keep each and every one of you. Peace be with you until Jesus returns. Bye.